Hello everybody and welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon and today I have a build that I am super excited to show you guys on the channel, and that is the Harry Potter talking sorting hat. This is an 18 and older set number 76429 and 561 pieces. This is another set that, like with the Ayrton Senna icons, that I was like, are they really going to make something that makes noise? See, with the Senna, it was, are they really going to make something for a deceased driver that's an F1 so many years ago when they do so many current F1 sets? But with this, it's a manufacturing angle. It's not an angle of marketing. It's an angle of new machines and new robotics and whatever Lego has to do in their factory to make this promise come alive. We get light bricks all the time in our sets for fireplaces and flux capacitors and all types of cool things. But now Lego has stepped up and made a sound brick. That is just incredible. I didn't think it was real until I saw it, and now it's here, and I want to wait until the review to actually talk about the sound brick, but I'm just so excited about it that I just need to share my thoughts about it, and then we'll review it, and then come back to things if we have to. So when I think of the sound brick in this set, I'm not just thinking about, oh, how cool will it be to be sorted by the sorting hat? No, I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of the future. What can a sound brick do for Star Wars sets, like buildable figures? Imagine a sound brick in a Chewbacca, where you pet his head and he goes, "Roar," or however I can't make my voice do the thing like Peter Mayhew could. Or in R2-D2, to where if you touch his arm or something and he goes, boop, 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 boop. I mean, how cool is the future with this? Or a buildable Iron Man head, and when you touch it in a certain spot, it says an iconic Iron Man quote, or Spider-Man, or just, my mind is rampant with where Lego could go with the sound brick beyond just the sorting hat. The other big topic about this sorting hat that I am hearing buzzing around is the price. And again, we'll come back to this later in the video once we have it built and we can really see the price and everything in terms of the build. But it is $100 for a 561 piece set. And that is a price that a lot of people are like, for a little bit more pieces than a Speed Champion, so that's $27, I'm paying $100? That's not right. But again, we do pay, I think it was $70 or $80 for the Spider-Man mask. That was about 600 pieces as well. So, you know, with Lego, there's this thing of special pieces, special prints, and that makes things go up in price. I think the Polaroid was like $60 for like 500 pieces. So it's a huge gray area, but if you're just looking at the price per piece, it's not going to add up. You're going to really find that value when I feel this to be the sound brick. I did, out of curiosity, look up the price per piece on this, and it is 17.8 cents price per piece. But again, we need to understand the manufacturing that it takes to make that sound brick, and we'll come all back to that. On a fun note, I did hear you can put this hat on your head, maybe not proportional to a head size, especially one as big as mine. And how many of us spend $100 for a hat that we wear every day? Right behind me here, I have two pieces of headwear. One is a 5950 49ers cap. RIP 49ers on that Super Bowl. That really sucked. But anyway, this hat right here, $50 for a hat. I have a Neff beanie from, I think, Zoomies. Again, I think I paid $15, $20 for a beanie. So between these two, I mean, we're at $65. Another few bucks, we could have a sorting hat. So when you think of it in terms of headwear, maybe $100 isn't too bad. I know I've spent that on a cowboy hat before. We just have to take it with a grain of salt. Now, let's go over and let's look at this box and let's see how much we can find out about the set before we even open it up and take a look at what's inside. Starting off in the very top, working our way down to the bottom, we have, obviously, batteries included. It's going to have coin cell batteries for the brick, I'm just guessing. Talking sorting hat, it does look like it shows a nice portrayal of the hat. You can see the obvious sticker elements, which is going to be the fabric stitch work that the hat has. This hat's been around for, what, 600 years-ish in Harry Potter. Y'all know it down in the comments. I can't ever really remember, but Hogwarts is a very old school. It does look like the eyebrows may move and the mouth may move. We do have the banners of Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. We do have a very young and fresh in his robes Harry Potter minifigure where he's making the oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, not Slytherin face. Thank God he wasn't put in Slytherin. I could not imagine a Slytherin Harry Potter. Oh my God, that would be... There goes the whole movie. Simple as that. Looking at the side, we just have the Harry Potter branding. And then we have all the stuff in the foreign languages on that side. The bottom, more of the legal stuff right there. And on the top, again, stuff in different languages and showing the size of the minifigure to a 1-to-1 scale. Looking at the back of the set, we do come down. We now have a different view of the house banners, and we do have some dimensions. It is looking at about 9.5 inches tall and about 7.5 inches wide. So if I'm having to guess, about that wide. So yeah, definitely not proportionate to a human head. Maybe a child's head, a baby's head maybe. I'm going to say they're probably trying to keep this in scale with the average helmet collectible, like what I have behind me. Maybe a little bit larger, but this is probably to be more shelf-friendly and storage-friendly. Imagine trying to store a huge-ass sorting hat, like what you see in the movie, on a shelf like this. I mean, they're probably trying to keep it basic. It does say it has 31 different sounds, and you press the head down, and it does show that the mouth and the eyebrows do have animations. Again, they're not eyebrows, they're wrinkles of the hat. You guys know that. But that's how it does work. And when you press it, it makes the sound, and the eyes move, and the mouth moves. Again, the eyes and the mouth are wrinkles of the hat. I know that. Then we have a picture with Harry with the hat on his head, making that, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, not Slytherin face. So we don't have any tape on the back of this set. We just have 2 punch tabs. So why don't you guys come on over and let's cut this puppy open and let's see how many bags and what we can find out about that sound brick. I'm hoping it's just flailing around in the box and we can play with it. So I could punch tab it out, but I'm trying to be more easier on the box these days just by cutting it open and not going full cannibal on the box itself. There we go. So our box is open, and let's get all that out of the way. And then we're going to do our pour. Not a very eventful pour. It is pretty plain. Now let's just get a gist. I'm going to say 6 bags. Let's see what we have. We have 3. We have 6. We have 1. We have 2. We have 4. Uh-oh, I'm wrong, everybody. We have 5, 6, and 7. So we have 7 bags total to make the set. We do have a very, very hardcore Speed Champion-esque sticker pack sheet of 2 stickers. I'm just kidding. It's not sticker packed. It's 2 stickers. I mean, let's be real, everybody. Looking at the stickers, you can see that patch work to show some wear of the hat because, you know, bricks can't really show what we see in the movie, so they put in a couple stickers to help us see that. We do have our barcode. Don't forget to get our points. And we do have stuff in the back of the book talking about batteries. Don't feed batteries to children in multiple languages. We know. My kids prefer to actually eat batteries. They love them so much. No, I'm joking. I don't do that. I'm just being sarcastic. It shows the functions of the hat and some things about it. I don't want to see any Easter eggs. I know this set has some. 119 building steps and 141 pages. And everything else in the book is just how to use the hat and how it works. So there is that. Let's go through the beginning of the book. Of course, we're going to have some stuff about the movie. Oh yeah, one fun fact I was going to say about this set. This set comes from the same designer that did the Butthole Tiger and Gringotts Bank. So I have high hopes for this, because with other sets, we've gotten a Butthole and we've got Gringotts. There is no building steps in the book. It just goes straight into the build. Now, this is where I'm disappointed, everybody. There is not a sound brick in a random bag or anything. It's in one of the numbered bags. Where is that sound brick? I want to experience you. I want to talk about it. Where are you? Watch, I don't even have it in my set, and I have to custom order it, and Lego's going to be like, you can't order that part. What does a sound brick even look like? I know it's purple. I've seen that. Oh, okay, I found it. It was right here in front of me the whole time. For some reason, I did not notice a 4x4 brick. I don't think they make a 4x4 brick. So that should have been my first clue, but it's right here in bag 4. Let's take a look. We're going to prematurely do such a dirty deed, and that is open up that bag to show you guys this sound brick. There is 2 screws in the bottom of it. Let's see if it makes noise. It makes noise right out of the bag. It doesn't have a pull tab like the light bricks do.
Yes, clearly you belong in Ravenclaw. Yes, clearly Ravenclaw.
And to think, there's 31 sounds, and if I know anything about talking anythings, at least back in the 90s, they went on a loop. So I think to get back into you belong in Ravenclaw, you're going to have to press it 31 more times.
Yes, Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
You belong in Ravenclaw.
No, it's actually random. It doesn't play in a loop because it just did that. So that's actually really cool to note, everybody, with this brick, is it doesn't go in a loop. It goes at random. See, things have changed since the 90s with talking stuffed animals and things of that nature. I'm going to get a screwdriver, and we're going to pop open this bottom of this brick so you guys get a look inside of the talking brick. So here is the brick up close. It does have a nice rubbery feel of a button. These hollow studs do remind me of the cheap Chinese knockoff brick. But, you know, no big deal there. We do have plenty of solid studs. I wonder if there's a reason for the pattern to be the outline and then like a T shape of the solid. Here we do have the speaker grills. I like how it's in the shape of a sound wave. And then here we do have 2 screws. We're going to use my professional screwdriver that I use for electronics repair, because that's what I used to do for a living. And we're going to open that up. We do have some really coarse screws. So they only come out with like 3 turns. So serviceability is a plus there. And then here we have the guts. And if we take a look, we have 3 batteries, which, you know, coin cells, we knew that going into it. We have a logic board that does the sound processing. And then right here we have the speaker unit. Then we have that nice rubbery button right there. If you guys want to take a look. So when we talk about the money that it costs to make the set, we have to consider the fact that this is a production item. These metal parts are production items. This board's a production item. Everything in here is a production item. This is not something that can be put into their molding machines and just press mold it. This is electronics. So we are paying a premium for these components. And this chipboard is probably outsourced by another company to be made, as well as the speaker brick or the speaker piece inside of here, where Lego probably only press molds the casing and everything else comes from another company. So yeah, only about 4 turns to get that put back together and it's done.
Yes, you belong in Ravenclaw.
Okay, so in the time I've been filming this segment of the video, it's gone to Ravenclaw a lot. Okay, this is very cool. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm very, very excited, and I can't wait to experience this more. But now we are done poking at the sound brick, and I want to go straight into the review for you all. So up next is the review, and if I find anything special along the way, you guys will know I'll stop the camera. But if not, see you at the review. Well, that was an interesting build. Let's go and take a look at it. The talking sorting hat. And it has cat hair all over it because my cat has been overly clingy today. And I guess the first thing that we all want to know is, what does it look like when it talks? That's it. But it's actually pretty freaking cool. It's more than that. I actually read in the book that the first Harry Potter set ever made was a sorting hat. So to come full circle and bring it back, and this time it...
Yes, clearly you belong in Gryffindor.
I mean, to bring it back like that is really cool. Now, it is kind of weird because it talks and then its face goes back to normal. So I guess you can make it talk as it does things. So I guess you can do that with it. So let's go over the details of it all. We have basic system parts all throughout. We have printed elements right here to show some stitching on the side of the cap. We have one sticker element there and another sticker element here. The base is just basic brick that we would see in sets that need large curves for like landscaping and other things like that. That is the base. Coming around to the front, we have a lot of slopes and cheese slopes and things of that nature and curved elements. We have a really unique Technic build on the inside that allows the eyebrows to move, which is the wrinkles of the hat, and the mouth, again, wrinkles of the hat, which is really cool. You do need to put quite a bit of pressure to get it to talk. And one of the things I did want to point out is I think this piece right here that is coming forward, that might be a special piece made for the set. I didn't verify that, but I find it kind of coincidence of what else would you use a piece that looks like that for? It only makes sense. So that is the front. Coming onto the side, they did use what I call cheater panels in the set to save parts. And that's when you use basically, pre-molded rock sides, which is what they did with this to make the crinkles of the hat. So this could have been other bricks and made more texture-like. But again, they just used that. It could have been done that way to save space because on the inside, there is a lot of moving components. Again, we do have moving eyebrows, moving mouth, and we have another part on the bottom which works with this to make it talk. On the side, it's the same thing, and then on the back, they really missed out on the back. The back has very little detail at all. But the reason for that is, well, let's show you. If we open up the back door, we get a look at the back brick. And that way, you could easily access that cover and change the batteries. So that's really cool that they made it so easy to change the batteries. Now you can see how it works. It's on a mechanism that shoves the brick up into a pin and activates it. So that's how the whole thing works. It's just Technic made to shove the brick into a pin, and that's it. And along with everything else, like we would expect with a Technic build, it moves the eyebrow wrinkles and the mouth wrinkles. Closing that up, we go up here to the top, and now we have something a little bit more interesting up here at the top. I don't know how you get this apart without destroying the set, but we do have a little bit more of a look inside of all those Technic components that makes everything work. But we do have, now let's see if I can get this right without doing any research. We have the cup of Hufflepuff, we have the deity of Ravenclaw, we have the pendant of Slytherin, and we have the sword of Gryffindor. I know that's not the pendant of Slytherin, there's another name for it, but anyway, we all know Voldemort cursed the crap out of all of these items to put his soul into, and watch the movies. It's a pain in the ass to kill them all, but you need the sword of Gryffindor to kill them all because he never got his soul into that. Anyway, you put all that back in just like that, and cover it up. Now, let's look at the base. The base comes off pretty easily. And we can get a look at the bottom of the hat. It's all negative studs with these other little studs that kind of help, I guess, it sit flat on the table. Here we have a part that pushes in, and that is in case you want to put it on top of your head. It'll do the whole thing like in the first movie, which is pretty cool. Again, like I can show you if I push the bottom. Now, what's really cool about this is it's a lot easier just to push the bottom, because when I push the top, it feels like it's going to knock it off of the stand, because it takes so much pressure compared to just pushing it from the bottom. Now, looking at the stand, there was an Easter egg inside of the stand. I didn't feel like it was necessary to actually film that Easter egg, but there are 2x2 bricks buried within the stand behind each of these tiles. And we have a red one for Gryffindor. We have a yellow one for Hufflepuff, a blue one for Ravenclaw, and we have a green one for Slytherin. You know what, guys? I never knew that. What is that, a honey badger? A badger of some sort? That was the logo of Hufflepuff. It kind of threw me off for a second. But that is an Easter egg buried deep within this stand, and you would have to take the stand apart to see that. They don't do anything to make that easy to see, but the stand is just really basic. And then we need to take a look at our minifigure, which is Harry Potter with his oh shit face. I hope I don't get picked. His cheeks are clearly clenched in that face. Now, he did not come with an extra hairpiece, so he's only been made to be displayed with the hat on, but he does have a happy face as well, and you can get a sense of that looks like with the hat on. Now, he does have no back leg printing, but he does have back torso printing, and he does have front torso printing and no front leg printing. So he's only double face printed and torso front and back printed. But that is the minifigure. To put everything back together is pretty simple. You put Harry in front of the Gryffindor logo, and then you put the hat onto its stand, just like that. And that wraps it up for the review. Now, let's wrap up this video. To kick off this wrap-up segment, I guess, now that we're at the end of the video, I can do what we all are curious about doing, and that is taking the hat and taking it off of its stand and putting it on my head. I'm going to risk my hair gel job of the day. Is it going to work? There it goes. Gryffindor, yeah. Now, I actually took a test. I think I am Hufflepuff, if the test is accurate. All those tests do is collect your information for the Chinese, right? But anyway, you can do like a G'd up thing, put it off to the side. Obviously, it does have a really bad issue with replaying the same things over and over again. And I guess if you are part of certain religions, you can put it off to the back of your head like this. See how it's done that for the last 3 times? So it clearly has an issue with selecting its random sounds. It says in the book that if you're lucky, it might play a song, but I pressed that button probably for 10 minutes straight and it never played a song. So I don't know if it actually sings, but it's really cool nonetheless. This is definitely a conversation piece. The one thing I did want to know, it is adult themed. It's adult priced, $100. It's 18 and older. It has the adult packaging, but I feel like the whole building of it is very under 18. So I guess it's because of the sound break and the display aspect of it. They don't really want people playing with it. They want it under safe control of adults that will probably do the same thing that kids will do. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, who doesn't want to try to find a way to secure this to their head and wear it at a party? I know I would love to do that. But I do find that interesting that the build quality reminds me a lot of a kid's build of Harry Potter, or an 18 and younger, where this is clearly for 18 and older, says so on the box. So now we're going to take all the information that we have and we're going to talk about the price and the sound brick, which I believe were the two things we talked about when we first started this video, which was only about 2 hours ago at this point. This build was a little bit under an hour, over an hour to build, somewhere in there. Super easy build. Super fun build. The Technic stuff inside was not complicated at all and really simple to do. The sound brick. My only complaint with the sound brick is it's not on a loop, so thus it randomly picks. And like Apple Music, if you play music still from a library inside of your phone, I do. I'm from the iPod days. I still have my music from 20 years ago. It will just randomly play over and over and over again like a poor shuffle. That's a bummer. It would be kind of more fun if we got more variety. I know 3 times in a row, as soon as I quit filming, it did the grunt sound and went and I'm like, that sounds a little bit on the X-rated side for this set. So can you please stop and place me in a house now? So that is a little weird. This has so much potential to go places. This is just the beginning, and if this set is supported because of the sound brick, LEGO's going to do some really cool stuff with it. Coming back around to the pricing of $100, I mean, you guys know the rule. I said it in the last video with the Ayrton Senna icons, McLaren MP4-4. I said it with that one. When it's $100, if you love LEGO and you have $100, just light it on fire and buy yourself something cool. This set is definitely something freaking cool. I mean, $100 can get you a lot these days, but if you're just looking for a really cool set for $100 and you love Harry Potter, this is a no-brainer. I mean, for $100, you don't go wrong. Yeah, it's under 600 pieces, but that sound brick is in the set, and this is a perfect conversation piece. If I was of a social aspect up the ladder and I had friends, I don't have any friends. I'm a loner, loser, whatever you want to call it. And I threw parties at my house. I would love to have this by the cocktails on the bar and let people come by and take a shot and you belong in Slytherin. It would just be really fun to have it there and talk about. It'd be a great icebreaker. This set is just really fun. It is on the same scale as the helmets. It's even kind of funny. My 9-year-old walked up to me and she said, "Is that thing supposed to be the size of the helmets?" And I said, "I honestly don't know. It doesn't say anything in the advertising about it being that size on purpose, but it is what it is." But it's kind of funny a 9-year-old kind of put that 2 and 2 together, that maybe this is like our way of getting something of the helmet range for Harry Potter. Kind of like Fox the bird that I have behind me. It's the same thing. It's small. And so with that does it for the video. $100, definite recommend. It is a little repetitive, but it's really freaking cool. How many times has it said we belong in Ravenclaw in this video? I don't even want to tell you guys to take a shot because you guys would probably be blackout on the floor by now. Anyway, if you guys want to support the channel, you guys can do it 2 ways. Number 1 way, you can hit the thanks button, leave a small donation to help fund all the LEGO madness around me and to be placed in Hufflepuff. If that's not your jam, you guys can just hit that subscribe button and follow along. We do everything here on the channel, from vlogs to city building to mocks. We do it all. So if you guys like good LEGO content, I'm always trying to do something for everybody. If you guys just want to share this video with your friends, comment and like down below. I would super appreciate that. And definitely comment. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this set. Do you guys have this set? Does it keep placing you in Ravenclaw too? Comment down below. I'm really curious. On that one, look out for our next video, which I believe is going to be one of the midi-scale ships from Star Wars, one of the new 3. So look out for that video in a couple of days. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.